Welcome to episode 12 of the Factorio Space Age Big Marathon. We have a 60 times tech multiplier, we have a base that has some defenses in at least some of the parts, not all of them, oh well. Yeah, pretty standard flamethrower looking defense things. We have researched the space platform thruster, which was the space platform thruster, which is going to allow us to get to the other planets, but apparently we haven't unlocked the space map yet, so oh well. These are the platforms we've currently got. They're not super, they're not a great utilization of space. These are all going to get rebuilt, and we've got still a large amount of iron in here. Did this one not? Yeah, okay, yeah, there was a different setting we used on this inserter that was instead checking the iron plate, so let's just move that across as well. And how much? Yeah, we've still got a bunch of space for science in each of these places. It's probably far. This one is backing up. Okay, drop a bunch of that stuff. We've definitely got storage for it in Novice. We're not super concerned about that, but I think the thing we're going to need to do is wire these two together because... Oh, and also we're putting bullets on the belt, which doesn't matter yet because we're going to rebuild all of this, but I think this means we probably want more storage up here because we're going to struggle with this, oh well. Anyway, these guys want to check that the space science, where's space science? Space science? Science? Space science is less than, say, 12,000, so that we... Yeah, so that we don't accidentally fill this up with all of the space science. In fact, keep dropping this down because it's going to be helpful. And then copy both of these to the other platform, which we are going to rebuild. We have got thrusters now. Yeah, we can't see all the rest of... If we go into the technology menu and go back to the thrusters, we actually still can't see all the planets because there's some topology to them. If we search for planets, there are a lot of extra planets to go to. Some of them are even locked behind some of these other mods. The Gleba we recognize. Rubia we might be going to first. There's a planet briefing that's involved. Never mind, we aren't really in a position to go there yet anyway. There's some other stuff we need to do on Novice first. Is all of this stable enough? Sure, whatever. Moving on. On Novice, yeah, we have some walls. We also definitely still have a pollution cloud because we are putting out, you know, we're doing a 60 times tech multiplier thing. We've got second and sometimes third efficiency modules in a lot of our mining drills. The mall, as soon as it's building more efficiency modules, has places to put them, but we are still also doing nearly half a gigawatt through, yeah, a lot of solar, which is nice, but also coal and solid fuel powered steam engines whenever the solar panels aren't available. So I think even before thrusters, what we probably should have done is the nuclear power, and that's one of the things we're going to think about setting up now as well. I think our spacecraft are probably going to be nuclear powered. And then, yeah, we're mining the uranium down here. This is a train station which receives acid. We're doing the mining. We don't have centrifuges anywhere yet. That's a thing we need to think about making. The other thing that I am thinking about is, yeah, we've got this quite nice beaconed electric mining, which is currently like a power grid reduction planned because we don't have all that much power grid, but we can beacon this differently for productivity later if we had the spare power grid. But then we've also got a couple of stone furnaces around the place. There's this other iron smelting over here that's not very good. These guys could be replaced with electric furnaces. And then also there's this whole green chip section, which I think there's another one down here as well. These guys aren't... Yeah, I think we're going to module some of this, and then we're going to blast the rest of it because, yeah, this copper comes from this little patch here which is running down, and mostly what I want to do is tear down all of this stuff, tear down all this silly belt that was previously dealing with the mixed starter patch mining that we don't have to deal with anymore. But I think the first step of that is going to be... Oh yeah, let's mention the other thing. Overall, we are a little bit limited by blue science, like the rate at which we're making blue science. We are dropping upgraded modules into these, which is nice, but we are slowly debuffering all of this stuff. because we have more red and green science, and the current limit is the blue science? The current limit is the red science. Like, is that because we're not... Yes, because we're not getting enough gears over here. This is one of the problems we're fixing. The point of this being, the blue science, to the extent that it is the major bottleneck, we can blast both the red and the green and not actually lose any overall progress, because we're still limited by the blue science, which is going into this buffer. Should we upgrade? Yeah, let's upgrade the where's one of these assemblers. Let's upgrade the military science as well, because we can. That means that these nope, like this, we are probably going to need more speed in the grenades. We've got overproduction of red bullets because we were kind of doing that anyway. And then I was gonna efficiency module these, except we're also still waiting on a large number. They don't actually have all those efficiency modules, but okay, so we're also making military science faster. That's going in a buffer as well. The point being, we can break the red science, which means, yeah, the other thing I wanted to do with this is over here have a place where we could be... Actually, it's kind of a terrible spot for it, isn't it? Because we want to get other mining drills in there. If we go over here, we can have a space where we can be dropping copper ore, and I would like the bots to build these, because the sooner the bots build these, the sooner we can get on to blasting... Yeah, blasting all of... Not this stuff is fine. Blasting all of this stuff out the way, and just doing it again, and... Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything with these guys. I think all of this can go. We have places that coal and iron ore are already being, like, recycled to. In fact, the iron ore goes into the concrete. I don't know what we're doing with... Okay, what we're doing with these guys is this going to... This is all going to be on the inside, but it's fine. We've only got 11 mining drills there. It's good. Yeah, you can just get... In here, we can blast all of this. Tell me that we've at least got... Are the bots waiting for them? The bots are waiting for them. Okay. I have 2 of these things. Actually, the easier way to get this done will be for me to actually visit these spots if we can find them. Yeah. We're going to make the green and... Where is it? That's down here. We're going to make the green and red science a little unhappy for a moment, and then we are going to recover by... making everything work. Yeah, but we're still making all the blue science that we need to. It's going in boxes. It's fine. And then we're doing the nuclear power research, which is the other thing we wanted. Okay, so now we've got all of those. My bots are off, which is good. We can just start blasting stuff. All of this is garbage and wants to disappear. All of this is terrible garbage and wants to disappear. Oh, wait. Should we... Yeah, I don't know whether or not we ever had... a secondary power line through here, and we probably should, because yeah, we'll connect this line up here. If we're going to blast stuff out the middle, okay, we do have power going around the other way, which is good. Let's also have in here another rubber port to make sure we have range when we start demolishing all of this stuff. Yeah, so are we reorganizing this as well? Maybe we are. Because, yeah, this is all just things we will not be sad about never seeing again. Did we... oh, we cut one of the mining drills there as well by accident. Yeah, we will not be doing anything else with steel furnaces ever, so all of that stuff can just go into storage and it's going to be fine. To the extent that we wanted quality in our walls, we should probably just put those quality modules in there as well. We're waiting for quality 2 quality modules. We have a surplus of quality 1 quality modules. Okay, so let's keep blasting stuff. All of this can disappear. All of this can disappear. We have... Yeah, let's just get rid of all of this as well and just redo this with electric furnaces. I think it's gonna be fine. Then... yeah, whatever. because this is probably fewer than... Okay, there's going to be close to half a belt of stuff, but not really a whole belt of stuff. Okay, we should probably remember what went into these belts. Oh, this is an old... This is a very old green science feed of all things. Okay, definitely a good day to be paying back the technical debt of how a broken base works. Okay, I think we're also definitely... Are we getting rid of this mall? I think we are reconstructing... I think we're keeping this section of red science, but I think we are deleting... Oh, we've also got... We can have coils here somewhere. There is going to be copper around because we're still going to be doing this red science. We're just going to get rid of everything else through here. I don't think we need these power poles. I don't think we need those power poles. Yeah, we're going to do a kind of forensic reconstruction of which belts went where at what point. But immediately, all of this stuff, yeah, just get rid of all of this. Make sure that this Roboport stays powered, but otherwise everything else can get pretty happily blasted. Oh, there's some iron in here as well. Hilarious, of course there is. Which of these things do we want to mixed mine is going to be the next question. I think we want to get... I think we would like to get this... let's go this way. Yes. And then have a little filter here that says copper on the right. Copper on the right, thank you. And then you can get in there, and then the stone that's here can just take priority over all of these things that are going the wrong way. Oh, this is where we're making... we're just making concrete for that, but I think that's fine because we are picking up iron ore. We are making concrete again. We will be getting more concrete when we want to do more like nuclear reactor things. That's going to be part of the plan. What is... Okay, we can worry about what that belt is later. All these dudes are picking up the copper plates and putting them in, yeah, the place that makes the red science still work, which is great. This thing here is the smelting that we would like to just have another copy of, thanks. And this is going to give us... This is going to be the... I don't think the boxes being all the way over here is great, because it means the logistics bots are flying quite a long way. But this is going to be where we get copper out, and it looks a whole lot like this belt here is where we are going to put... Oh, not there. That was bad. Actually, what is this belt supposed to be? This belt is also supposed to be copper. Okay. In that case, we can just upgrade all of this. Upgrade you as well, and then one of these feeds heads over to, yeah, the poles we're going to have to... Okay. We are not going to worry about where the poles go for a while. You can just make a bunch of stuff, it's going to be fine. These green chips we can blast, it's also going to be fine. These green chips we can blast. We're going to tidy all this stuff up. Yeah, yellow ammo. Do we have... we accidentally depowered all of this, not really a surprise. Yellow ammo, we have a box here. Okay, let's do this different... Oh, we don't have... I think we're short on storage boxes, aren't we? This is a piece of wall, it's fine, yes. So we can actually, we need to get more storage boxes before that's going to do a storage thing. Can we, let's just go here. Let's just output on the other side. And then this can run through this way. And these guys don't matter, and we can have somewhere a little copy of... 4? Is 4 electric furnaces going to be enough? I don't know. Don't worry about it. They are 4 upgraded electric furnaces. And then we can just run this guy through here, and we will have restored some of the stone to the military science. It's a day of breaking things and putting them back again. Yeah, you don't need to be there, you guys don't need to be there. This steel was only ever for... Yeah, this steel was only ever for the steel furnaces, but we do also want to get the steel in somewhere. We've depowered a bunch of stuff, that's not overly surprising. This iron also... Oh, this copper also feeds the red ammunition, that's not super surprising. Yeah, we do want... Can we do this differently? Yeah, we do want steel coming through somewhere over here, because one of the things we want to do with... Do we not have enough beacons? We don't have enough beacons. Hilarious. Yeah, okay, I guess we're just gonna downgrade this to normal quality beacons, because we probably don't need quite as much copper. And then the other thing is, these guys have got rare efficiency ones. These guys do not have rare efficiency ones. So get all those upgrades in, because you guys are on negative 74% and we're on negative 53% here. Okay, so that's going to make things slightly better. We then want to get... Yeah, this is all... Actually, if we get rid of this one... Yeah, we would like to have... all of this blasted as well. It's a day of blasting stuff. All of this coal can get out the way. All of this coal can get out the way. Yeah, we're not going to need that coal in this direction at all. Hey, maybe we should... maybe we should make sure that the purple science stays connected. Yeah, so this red science here, a little bit unhappy. Don't worry about it. All of this stuff is not going to exist. Well, I think we're just going to put a different mall here instead. And then, yeah, all of this stuff won't need to exist. This is where the green chips were, which doesn't need to exist. We're just having a nice refactoring. It's fine. Everything is going to end up better. This steel, probably we could do with steel furnaces. These guys... Probably we want to upgrade these assemblers so we can get more productivity bonus in them. These guys are making... These guys are making... we are going to need to upgrade these inserters as well. It looks like we might have the... Where are some... Here are some prod mod upgrades I want. You guys get all of these productivity modules, you guys get all these productivity modules. We should probably upgrade some belts here, but I think we're not going to worry about it yet. Yeah, what we want to do is get... this top one is the input belt. Which means that we might have to reorganize... Okay, I think we can do that reasonably easily. We might have to reorganize where these beacons and... belts lie with respect to the red grabbers, because sometimes red grabbers can struggle to take things from red underground belts that are like... This one's fine because it's taking it from where the ore disappears underground, but sometimes, like if this one was over here trying to take from where it emerges from the ground, red inserters can sometimes struggle with that, so we'll just do this differently because the inputs are coming from a different side. And then over here we've got... yeah, let's all just do this differently as well. You guys can roll in here, do that. Okay, let's get some of these guys out the way. And then somewhere we can have... Oh yeah, we've already got this thing here, so we can go... And then if we upgrade this stuff through the middle to the red belt we have, the red belt actually just wants to get in here. And we have fixed not much, actually. Some of it is going to be better. This is going to want to output priority to the right-hand side. I don't actually think it matters. And then the other thing we wanted to do was actually get on top of some of this mining over here as well. And then where I guess the coal can just run the other way if we're putting it in here. What is this? Oh, this is a... This was mixed mining that is no longer mixed mining. So all of that can disappear. There's a little bit of iron in here, which I don't actually think we bother with yet. I think we just go... You are not mixed, that is all nice, and then this can roll around and go the other way. And then roll into the back of this one. Which is not super high priority, doesn't even matter, don't even mind. Okay, we would like to get this iron ore out of... Actually, we can do the same trick over here. We can rotate this. We can have one of these guys that says iron ore. This is probably still more effort than it's worth, but never mind. Maybe we should actually power these guys. Maybe we should also unpack this coal, no big deal. This is all coal, yeah? And then the iron ends up over here, which I kind of want to get into. Yep, you can just run through here. Oh, hey, here we are. I kind of want to run this iron just straight into the concrete and not even worry about it. And also because we know that we want to get this copper as well. Which way around is this way around? And I am more or less resigned to mixed mining all of that because it's not really an option otherwise. Okay, let's not mixed mine that stone yet. We can deal with that later. This one, however, is clean. We could actually... We could mix mine all the stone immediately and just use it for this landfill, couldn't we? Oh well, never mind. We are not going to. Instead, we are going to make sure that we cover all of... Yeah, let's get all of that as well. Yeah, cover all of this copper. Get the iron out of... we're going to set iron on the right. Yes, we're going to make sure that you also get powered. We also don't have all the efficiency modules for these, do we? Oh well, never mind. I'm not even concerned. So here we have... Maybe... Yeah, let's have a thing here that goes input priority right. So we're input prioritizing from the side that's mixed with copper. Or that's mixed with iron. This is probably walls. It's walls. And then... Yeah, this iron here wants to just get in there. Because that is the other iron that we have mixed. And so now we have an automated concrete feed, which we don't really need. This might be a full belt of copper. Maybe. Which means that somewhere over here, we would like... I think maybe here, and I think this wants to be a red splitter immediately. We want to go... Something like this. Do we want to... This copper is not the mixed copper, so I think we probably input from the other side? Yeah, because this means that we will be using the copper that has high richness, that still has 1.1 million ore versus... Okay, so I think the red science is going to be fine for a while. The other thing we're going to need to do is... Yeah, okay, so this iron here... I think we want to do a very similar thing. Also still wall, yeah, now we've got those walls up and now we are polluting everywhere. That stuff is going to be beeping more often and you're going to have to deal with it. Yeah, we wanted to reorganize this slightly so that this... yeah, this belt of iron also gets used. I came down here myself personally to have that moved slightly so that we can... yeah, okay, fine. Do this with red belt. Okay, so we've got... This is... So we've got a yellow belt on either side, which is fine. We are prioritizing both of these, which isn't going to be a problem. We've got copper coming out, and I think that means that somewhere over here-ish... we need to rebuild a couple of more functions. In particular... Oh wait, it's not even here, it's down here. We want copper plate, gears, pipe, steel. Those four things, and like nuclear reactors are kind of special, but those are the four things we need to be able to have in bulk here, which means I think we want to start with figuring out how this steel is going to get through here, and I think also this steel... where is this going? Oh, this is just one of the mall feeds. If we upgraded this whole section through here and here, then this stuff would not need to exist. I don't know that the iron plate is going anywhere sensible. I think it might just be going... Yeah, I think the iron plate might just be going into storage and not having anything done with that, as opposed to having any of these guys run. Oh well, science is probably dead. Science is running at the reduced red rate because we haven't plugged the other stuff back in yet, which is somewhat deliberate. Yeah, connect that stuff up. Yeah, this is where we need to... So we need to put gear wheels over here with... Okay, I think... Oh, we're in the right place. I don't have all the stuff with me, but I think we can just... These two iron lanes, and then one of them turns up over here and does some stuff, and then, yeah, all of these are just... I don't even think we want... Maybe we do want that. Because we want gears and pipes and things like that. Oh, you know what we can do? These guys here, we can go long-handed inserter. You guys are also going to get long-handed inserters and just put things on the other side of this belt of steel. Because I think we want... Yeah, especially with this line of purple science, which we kind of have to continue, I think the mall we are building is going to go here. We're going to need four things here. We've now got steel and gears, we've got the copper here. Yeah, you guys just have... Was it four things? Oh wait, there were only three things, weren't there? There was the... I don't think we're automating shotgun shells. It was stuff that was coming out of nuclear power, and... oh wait, do we have... We should be putting quality modules in things that want quality. Over here we've got a pile of quality modules. You guys can get quality module upgrades. All of these guys can get the rest of the quality module upgrades. Yeah, we've got a surplus of... We've got a surplus of that quality, which is fine. Oh, didn't we also... We did upgrade the wall assemblers to be doing quality? Yes, and then we also just needed... Apparently, we've got space to be doing more stone cooking, so we will. And then this used to be coal. This is no longer coal. Let's not... Yeah, because this used to be coal, a coal surplus that was going into the grenades that we're now sourcing from a different place. So that's fine. And yeah, how are we getting... Because we also need to power this stuff. What have we... Okay, my bot's on for this because we're not doing a whole lot with it. Yeah, you can come through here and then we can have more gears. I think we have more gears because we know that some of these gear processes are quite intense. And then we also need... I think we... Yeah, I'm going to change my mind about this. I think we can actually have these things here because we would like... Yeah, we can fit two guys on... I think these guys are going to be pipes. Yeah. And then we can have... These guys grabbing... I think we are still in the mode. Not there, here. Yeah, and then this guy gets to be gears again. Yeah, I think we are still very much in the mode of... Okay, we don't have some of these productivity modules. Still very much in the mode of just making a mess and making things fit and being aware that this is not how things are going to be long term, but it's fine. So now both of those belts have some gears on them. We should also probably have... Do I have any more of these splitters? Yeah, let's do this. Because it means that this other lane of iron can also contribute to these gears who might be doing... you know what? Do we have a speed module? We must have a speed... Are you getting enough iron in? I think you could probably handle... can we find a quality speed module to throw in here just for fun? Okay. So, overall, I think we are pretty happy with... Let's give all these guys the ability to grab more stuff from these belts. So we're going to have... This is going to be the little nuclear mole that we are going to unlock at some point. It's going to be fine. Did we want... Yeah, we don't want any of these guys. We don't want any of these guys either. Did you make... You have made all the stuff that you were going to. And so I think we get rid of all of these other things and then later complain about... Oh, that was going to... Yeah, this was going to the ammunition. Turn my bots off, because I'd rather they just went to general storage, because it's going to support the other science process. Yeah, we're going to have a fixed number of electric poles and then forget that we cut it and then wonder why we don't and then remember that we needed to put it back later, and it's going to be fine. We also need from here, and I'm tempted to just go splitter here. This is going to be fine. Run these guys over here. Now that we sideload the gears we've just added into this, the other red science is going to be running again. So we have, in theory, restored our full scientific function, which is a bit of a surprise. Okay, other things we wanted were... I don't have any quality modules. In fact, I have... Oh no, I'm going to keep these bots because we're going to go and do outposting things in a bit. I wanted... Somewhere over here there's a... Do we have... Oh, I bet these guys have... Oh no, they're still going. They still have modules to work through. This is very exciting. We've got quality module 2s, which I think deserve to be the purple science that's actually running. We've got some... I don't know what we're going to do with prod mod 2's rare, but it's going to be pretty important, I guess. These regular quality modules are actually going to go and... Where am I? Why am I lost? Yeah, over here. These assemblers here that are going to be doing... Actually, only 2 of them, to be honest. Okay, we're going to get... Yeah, what have we got? We've got the steam turbines we want at quality, the heat exchangers we want at quality, the nuclear reactors I think I would rather not have at quality because I would rather have them evenly using the fuel cell so we can manage the neighborhood bonus better, and then the heat pipe doesn't matter. So, this is actually just... Yeah, you guys... Wait, why did we make these guys able to grab red science? That makes no sense. Can we move you guys around a little so that we can now be grabbing more copper in each of these places, which is fantastic. Okay, maybe we've got 2 things making heat pipe. I'm not super concerned. And then how are we going to... Okay, I think we actually need to go underground somewhere in here. And then maybe also here. Because I would like inserters that filter for better than normal into 2 other boxes. So that we can always have the number of... Yeah, this is still gonna give us quality issues, but we will... Okay, let's do that differently then. Let's have these guys unfiltered, and then we will tie the copper grabbing inserters. Also, has the science ticked up again? The science has ticked up a little, but not a whole lot. Why not? Um, all of this red science is running. Maybe it's just the belt delay of getting all this science back in. Oh well, it's probably fine. Yeah, one of these is going to be... How many did we want? So we're going to say turbines. That's not turbines. Then there's some other fancy kind of turbine thing in there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff from the mod planets that we are not super familiar with yet. Let's go less than 40 because we are going to need a whole lot, and this is regular quality, so that's fine. Is that... Actually, bump that up to 80. 60. 60 is a nice number, and then these guys are going to be the same, except it's going to be heat exchangers, and 30. Heat exchangers 30, heat exchangers 30, turbines less than 60. Okay, let's fix this again, and then let's also bear in mind that we are... Oh wait, isn't this a red belt of stuff? This could be a red belt of stuff, because this belt here just does the red science, which is also buffered in this chest. So here we're going to go output priority left, upgrade all of this belt. Why? Too far to connect? I think it was trying to do an underground thing. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, and then to here, actually probably only to here needs to be... Probably only to say here needs to be red belt. Oh, well. So, we have a place to put in the nuclear power things when when we get that research unlocked. We have taken out all of... Yeah, this little thing I guess can stay until we rebuild that. We've taken out all of the starter stone mining that we had. It was the... And then down here, the rest of this is just iron from train and other better sources. This is already a good day. Can we have another one of these guys in here, please? And then could we upgrade just to make sure we're getting all the iron to the gears, because that's going to be more of a thing now that we have... Okay, that one there probably doesn't actually matter. Maybe it does. Maybe if you upgrade this one as well. Yeah. The getting enough iron through everywhere is going to be more of an issue when these guys turn on and we start blasting a whole lot of pipe and gears into the turbines and such. Like, okay, the other thing we could do... Oh wait, where do we make centrifuges, and how do we make centrifuges? Centrifuges, the menu jumping around a bit. All the things that roboports need plus concrete. So I've got a silly plan, because we don't need all that many roboports. And by roboports I mean centrifuges. We don't need all that many centrifuges. So here's the spot where we are making roboports. And so we're going to do a cheeky thing of... we didn't actually... Okay, I've got... Yeah, we're just going to handcraft a couple of these boxes. Put them here. Have a facility for jamming a whole pile of concrete into... Okay, not this tree. Is this going to fall on the ground? Oh no, I already had some wood in my inventory, whatever. Yeah, give me all of this concrete. Give these boxes all of this concrete. Turn this guy into an assembler making centrifuges. Do we want quality centrifuges? Which we might be able to fudge because one of them next to it doesn't have modules in it. So if we set that as the upgrade, then we can copy this thing in and apply all its module slots, and now bots will get this done. And then once we've got... Yeah, these guys can move out the way, and once we've got that, we will be able to set this recipe to centrifuges. We moved all the stuff we wanted, that's fine. So we hit a bunch of power poles along the way, that's fine. This can now turn into centrifuges, and we are making centrifuges at some amount of quality. Yeah, just unlimit this box. We are going to turn all of this concrete. I think we had 2,000 concrete, which means we get Maybe we had 4,000 concrete. Maybe we're getting 40 centrifuges. Whatever, doesn't matter. I am unconcerned. What we are going to do is find the spot where we had... Yeah, we're mining this uranium. We don't have a place for... Yeah, we're not really doing anything with it yet, but I think just in here... Yeah, okay, we're going to get that wrong several times. We'll just have the centrifuges in here because down here we have from this area that's kicking out the green chips, of which we have given all of these guys prod mod upgrades, so that's nice. Actually, we were going to, in here, we were going to say, okay, we downgraded these beacons because we didn't think we needed them, but if we get better beacons, then upgrade those. We've also got efficiency module upgrades for each of those as well. We're being nice and fancy. I came back here to... What was I looking at that for? Oh yeah, to talk about green chips, I guess. Yeah, so we're making these centrifuges. I think at the moment we do efficiency module them because we don't have all the power grid that we want yet. Maybe that's why we were coming back here, to grab an unupgraded beacon. This has got all the upgrades in it. Okay, I think we are going to need to do this again from the map without the upgrades after we find where we were again. Yeah, I think we want regular beacon. Maybe not there, maybe here. With uncommon efficiency module, rare speed module, because I'm not sure we've got a whole lot of rare speed module usage yet. And then let's have a couple of these guys. And then also be plugging this stuff in. How many of these do we think we need? It's probably not many. How many do we have on the patch? 83? That is going to be enough for a full yellow belt of uranium. Let's tidy these guys up because we can. We need to extend solar, no big deal. We also need... Yeah, we've got enough... We've got bots asking for efficiency modules, so that's fine. I think we can have these guys... Okay. I'm talking myself into having this like so, and then a splitter here, and lane balance this, and that's all of the uranium we've got, which is fine. Somewhere in here, that's going to be good. So we are in a situation to be able to beacon this harder if we want to, and I think because of that, we're going to go fast inserters. Yeah, and we're powering the beacons as well, so that's all nice. And then I think we're going to leave a bit more space as well, in case we want to extend all of this later. How far? We can only really extend by another 2. Oh well. I'm fine with that. And then down here, we are going to want to build... Yeah, we've got this as the iron. We are going to want an assembler somewhere that will be doing our nuclear fuel. I guess, is this what we're using the rare prod mod 2s for? That's not what we wanted. We wanted these guys in... We can't actually set a recipe yet, but it's fine because we can say just give this the 4... Yeah, that weird collection of mechanics, but it's going to work. Okay, because for all of the resource patches we've boosted on this map, and how are we doing over here? Are we polluting? We're not polluting there yet. We've taken an expansion here. That's spooky. We have a landmine defense that's doing a bunch of work. Yeah, we've still got to go and do some more of those defenses. How many? 48,000? And we're knocking out 850. I am okay with that. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of uranium around the place. There's actually this this patch of uranium here might seal the fate of all these biters if this is the only other place we can get the big power grid that we wanted, other than the tiny little bit over here. Oh well. So yeah, I think we want to productivity boost the fuel cells as much as we can. Do we have a surplus of prod mod 2s now is the question, or did we just... We do have spare selection of prod mod 2s. Okay, in that case, the next thing I think we want prod mod 2s in are all of the labs, because that is a bit of an upgrade, and this will keep all of the prod mod 2s continuing to go hard, and then we're also going to have a bunch of uncommon prod mod 1s falling out. That's not what I wanted, which we're going to figure out what to do with later. Not a huge deal. Actually, red chips is where we want all of these. We've already got all of these upgrades. I guess when we get more power grid and when these go to assembler 3s, we'll have more module slots which we can put more of those better prod mods in. Let's also get better quality modules in here. That's going to be fine. You guys have got your uncommons. Do we have any uncommon... Yeah, this layout is still not great. Okay, that's fine. All of those things are running. We were a little bit distracted and had to figure out how we wanted to run all of these centrifuges, and in particular, how we wanted to get this uranium, first of all, filtered and then also stored in here. I think we want a box here. So this box is going to be the target for... Okay, may as well just set this up with splitters, I guess. Yeah, this box here, yellow belt, can be the target for shiny happy rocks. Get in that box, put all of them in that box. Sorry, Mr. Feynman, but it's probably going to be fine. Yeah, give you guys some logistic storage as well. Don't even worry about it. We'll just move it around with... Will we move it around with a logistics box? It might happen next. It might not. It's probably fine. We are going to want some other... Let's give blue science a little bit of a break because we might have run it down. Okay, so from here we've got boring rocks. So I think we also kick this to the side. Have you able to grab a small number of boring sad rocks because we will need it for the nuclear fuel. I don't think we can make that. Yeah, we can't make that until we unlock the recipe, but we do need the iron plate and the boring sad rocks as well as the happy rocks, so that's fine. Can we... Yeah, I think if we are ever short on this, we should continue hitting it. So now we've got walls taking damage, it's fine. We've got 2 storage boxes where we can put happy rocks. And then over here-ish, is that going to... I think that's going to make me sad. Where would we be doing a Coverix thing? Would we be doing a Coverix thing in here? In which case I think what we want to do is just keep running this down and just go 3 here, 6 there, because we should be able to get a medium-sized power pole somewhere covering all of these. And then more of the same. How far do you cover? You cover to there, so if we had more power poles here, this is a manner in which we can say storage. And then we've got 1 more on the outside. And this can kick up this way again. We are... I mean, this is a decently sized storage. I don't actually think we're going to need anywhere near that much of it. And this patch is probably not even giving us that much out. And I don't even know if we have... It does not look like we are fully utilizing this. Oh wait, how is the grid? The grid is... mostly. Oh, I guess because it's daytime. I guess we are just gonna. No, we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna be. We're not gonna be impatient about it. We're just gonna let it do its thing. We are going to realign this slightly, because this could just run straight through here, and this one could just turn. And I think that is going to be a layout that will make me slightly happier. And something else that would make me slightly happier is also connecting this power to the other bit of the grid. We have a facility for nuclear power processing. That is very inconvenient. Maybe we should go and do some more of these wall sections now. Is this... That is an expansion. We are not polluting it, but we should nevertheless kill it. This isn't even the expansion we scouted. This is just a different base that we're also going to have to kill, which might end up still getting a little bit sketchy because we are up to big biters, but we've also got, you know, kind of all the tools we need. We've got all these gun turrets. How bad could things go? Actually, let's not press that. It could go pretty bad. This one is a little sketchy because there's pockets of water in here as well. That's super annoying. And it's also kind of right next to the other base that we would rather not be attacking yet. So, yeah, don't lose the car, turn off my bots, have all these guys not attacking me. We have dealt with the worms, which is nice. We're probably fine. Larger bases might be a little spooky when we're trying to go into 65% big biters with a car and modular armor. It looks from the map like we might be able to sneak down this coastline and get like the first round of poison capsules onto the worms there, which is pretty good. Yeah, one of the problems with doing this versus a car is the car has fewer hit points than a large biter, which means if we hit a biter with a car stops, the car explodes, the biter is still there, we have a bad time. So, yeah, and then also the other worms are going to be a little bit of a problem here, aren't we? How many? We have another 700 bullets? I guess we could try and slow push into this. I mean, landmines would also be a fantastic thing here. I think we still, as a first call, want to try and get me out of here without dying, and also poison capsules across more of... oh, hi guys, how are you doing? Grenades are still really effective against clouds of biters because there's still area damage, which is really nice. But yeah, trying to do this faster would be better, because the longer we take, the more biters come out, and the more biters we have to kill, which is... That is probably going to be nearly the number of... Yeah, reasons why landmines are good as well, because the landmines are a really fast way of pushing in. We don't have enough bullets for this. We should go and get more bullets from the other places we have bullets. My bots are still on, but I do not have repair packs. Okay. In that case, give me all these, and we can deal with the rest of it later. Yeah, we still have gun turrets. They have no more worms. This is going to suck for them. Yeah. Yeah, the evolution boosting the hit points of the bases is also doing quite a lot of work there. But we eventually got it done. That was a base that was going to have to go anyway. We had been looking at that one for a while, and that is probably the spookiest of them that we have to deal with. Down here we have the biters that first alerted us to the need for combat in this direction, which sucks for them because they have been listening to all their friends die for the last little bit, and now it's their turn. Do we need another capsule here? Yeah, we definitely need another couple of capsules there. Don't get hit by that stuff. Put some bullets in these guys. Yeah, don't get hit by the slime either. It's fine, just normal things happening off screen. Okay, I took some turret damage there. We don't have any repair packs. Oh well, it's all good. Okay, grab these turrets back as well. And that might be the last combat we do because, like, all these resources look great, but it's still going to be easier to wall off here and not deal with it for a bit. And then we would be almost... Oh, we'd need these ones as well, but we are close to being fully protected, which is good. This worm in here could be a little bit of an issue because we want to... Yeah, we want to drop some more roboports over here somewhere. That probably connects to the... That does connect to the solar grid. Or my roboports... My bot's doing silly things. Yeah, okay. We don't want them on the copper patch, but we would like them near the copper patch, so you can be there. And then this one can be just nestled in here, and that should give us build range over the copper. The thing I was wondering about is whether, when we're building out here, we'll have bots kind of flying over the wall section, and we shouldn't because the base roboport is still only kind of over here. I think we maybe build the solar out here or something. We need something... Actually, I've got a better idea. We have landfill now, which means we can just smash that into the lake, and bots will bring the landfill to make it work. So I think that's what we do, and that will give us a better way of, yeah, not having quite so much of a dead zone. I think we got to go and make this wall section at the top. Yeah, we can duel this worm, is fine. Nuclear power, okay. In that case, let's go and set up some of the more things we wanted. Where were they? They were in... Here's the starter patches, here's the electric smelting. That means these things must be the nuclear power. So, which filters had we set? The ones on this side are the steam engines, or the steam turbines, which means these ones are the heat exchangers. We're taking the normal things out. Yes, heat exchangers, yes, less than 30, which also means that these guys are the heat pipe. I don't think we need that much heat pipe. Let's still get a lot of heat pipe, though. And then, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do, isn't it? I wanted to be boxing copper somewhere. Not just like this, but also as a surplus of all the copper we have. Even though we've got copper here as well. How, though? Let's go like this. This might break everything for a while, but never mind. Yeah, take all of that stuff out. Just make sure that we have somewhere for any surplus of copper to go, even though we're not looking for a splitter. No, we're looking for a pile of other stuff. Yeah, we should have done this a bit earlier because we are currently... We're not breaking all the copper, but I would like, yeah, reactors pretty quickly. This is also affecting the copper we are sending into the red science, but I think that's probably still worth it. This section of wall, if we grab this much of the wall, we've got the wall and the flamethrowers and the roboports all with the ranges we wanted, which is cool. And then I think on this... Oh, there's an extra bit of pipe and power line, never mind. Yeah, I think we want to line this up here more or less with... Yeah, let's not have the cliff in the way. Let's have... Oh wait, there's extra... Yeah, there's a couple of extra... My bots are off? Yes, and then I'm in the car, which is making this a little bit awkward, never mind. Yeah, so down here there is an extra flamethrower that we don't want. We just want this 2 flamethrower pattern, which is fine. So you can go here. Yeah, but that underground broke it. We have restored a thing, and then on this side we are going to want to get rid of a large number of these trees. We are saving the trees by not burning down the trees, is what's going on. And there's a rock here as well. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, grab more of these things. One of the reasons for doing it this way is there's now kind of an overhang on the water side where we can have more flamethrowers protecting this corner, which is nice. I think also we want to get that ghost out of the way, and then have actually also get these two ghosts out of the way. Let's have 3 flamethrowers in a row here, and then the underground pipe. And I think that's all going to connect. We'll be able to see it connect when we bring in all the stuff. We don't have the stuff yet either. Oh wait, maybe we should do roboports as well. Okay, maybe we should get build range on the roboports. Oh, also, you know what we should do that's also a pretty good call? Somewhere in addition to the nuclear mall, we should be able to find... Is this it? Is this the... Oh, the things that we're looking at with the storage bays. Yeah, the rocket parts mall, we should be able to set thrusters now, and we are making thrusters into 2 stacks. That's probably fine. Okay, are we boxing... no, we want to be boxing... Yeah, we accidentally boxed too much copper. We caused a variety of problems. This is still nowhere near the amount of copper I want, but we are at least making... Yeah, it's all going pretty well. We're happy with that. Let's... Yes, I didn't bring the wall, did I? I did not bring the wall, so there's only a limited amount of this that we can get done here. And we are going to need a corner over here as well. Reasons why it's just easier to be copying and pasting things rather than building things bespoke for every piece of terrain. I think we actually want to go... Yeah, get rid of these guys, get rid of these guys. Drop this corner, say... Where? Say here? Let's put it here. Because if there is this kind of overhang here into which we can worry about having these dudes... Yeah, all of this wall down here is fine and great. And also means with this much of the space overhanging that we've got a lot of places down here to have flamethrowers. And then let's also do this nice redundancy thing that we would enjoy. Maybe let's do that redundancy thing through... Those ones are really not going to be necessary, are they? 5 flamethrowers? 5 flamethrowers is probably enough. Yeah? Maybe. We'll find out. These guys aren't going to connect to the rest of the network, which is necessary, but we do have to figure out how to get this rail in, and I think we maybe do it over... we can do it in several places, can't we? Like, having figured out we've got the landfill, we don't actually have the rubber port coverage, but we could take... Yeah, we could take a line... Oh, is this connected to anything? This is already 2-way rail, and we would already need... this intersection, so I guess let's copy paste that intersection and put it over... If we're doing elevated rail stuff here, we kind of need to leave a bit of a gap, so I guess we put it over here, especially as we might need it to widen the track here, because I think these power poles might be in the way of rail ramps, which we have also not set up, but that's fine. And then we can get... Yeah, stay out of the way of the iron patch. Also delete all these miners that are done. We probably still have... Oh yeah, because we're... Yeah, though that merge is not particularly good, but it's going to work. I really should also set up a kind of personal mall train station for me to just not worry about... Yeah, to be able to get back into the center of the base reasonably easily. Oh, you know what else we should do? While that we have the nuclear research unlocked, is set the recipe down here. How have we got... Oh, we limited these boxes badly. Did we copy a limit from this box? We must have copied a limit from that box. Yeah, we don't want any of that. We do have the tier 2 upgraded modules, which is nice. We want these guys to be making our nuclear fuel. Just make a lot of the nuclear fuel and then unlimit all of these boxes, because this is supposed to be a giant storage buffer. And it is currently not a giant storage buffer if we're only putting 200 things in each chest. So do a better job of that. And then uranium wise, we do have... We're not processing out everything we could be. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this bit of belt. Maybe we upgrade this with better beacons later, but what we can do right now is, I guess later we can turn this into productivity modules rather than efficiency modules and get more out this way. Whatever, it's going to be fine. We're just going to process a little more uranium, have a few more happy and shiny rocks, get a couple more fuel cells. Yeah, this is already a good volume of fuel cells, isn't it? Okay. I don't think I needed to come all the way back in here. I think I've got pumps, I've got tanks, I've got train stations. I think the only thing we actually needed was a wall, which is going to feel a little silly. Now, these guys, do we already have... We've already also got all of this stuff we need. If we had the nuclear reactors... Okay, reprioritize. Let's get the nuclear reactors going instead, for which I will need... Okay, first of all, let's dump out a bunch of stuff that... Okay, no, let's do the wall first. Let's be responsible and do the wall first. Where is my concrete? We wanted this unloading section. Actually, let's do that with a cut, because we want to put that on one of the other fluid wagons for no particular reason. But if I give these guys all of... If I give them all of the wall, and all of the pipe, and all of the flamethrowers, then I should be able to turn my bots on, have them do the stuff that we care about. Oh, also we're going to need... where is this? So the third wagon would be here somewhere. Can we get this guy just in here like so? This is still not going to connect unless we can move... How far can we make this go? Yeah, that's going to be far enough. So we are still connected to this thing. We have this power which we can connect somehow to the main grid. So that's done. Do we want another line of... No, we don't really want another line of solar there, do we? It's going to be fine. We've still got a bunch of solar in other places. And then I should be able to stand around in range of all this stuff and not worry about having my bots go and build things I don't care about because they don't have any of the parts. Okay, so we can have this guy over here, we can have a piece of wall here, have the bots build the rest of this rail network. The bots are getting to build the rest of this rail network. That's fine. We are now embarking on the very exciting time of figuring out how many nuclear reactors we want, and I think we want to start with, like, I was thinking 8, and then I was thinking 10, and then I was thinking 12, so let's figure out how many red chips we've got here that we can grab. All of them, and then we need concrete and copper, which are in a different part of the base. And this is why I wanted all of this copper boxed, because I knew I was going to want a lot of it immediately. Can we stash some? We can't really even stash that much in the car. Yeah, give me all of this, and we are going to figure out where the... Yeah, all of this iron ore is backed up as well, no big deal. Yeah, you have some of that. Actually, get rid of a bunch of the stuff, because I would like a lot of concrete, and then, yeah, we are not managing this super well, never mind. That there, I still need to create inventory space. It's fine. Oh wait, no, I'm doing... This is going to be for 2 reactors at once, isn't it? Yeah, we're just going to handcraft these. Whatever. Okay, we've potted around a whole bunch and actually made 28 nuclear reactors by hand. I don't even mind that yet. There's a lot of stuff in my inventory that I could not have. Let's instead figure out where and how some nuclear reactors can do a thing. Oh, is that because... Yeah, okay, logistics bots can come and take those because I'm pretty sure the bots are still asking for them. Yes. Okay, so here we are with... let's just dump all of these nuclear reactors in a logistics bot so bots can get to them, because... we've also got to figure out where we're going to do this. We need somewhere with water access, we need somewhere with Logibot access, and I don't know that there are really that many other constraints. I'm thinking over here, actually, because we're going to Logibot in the fuel once we have the fuel, and we are still just... Yeah, we're now processing that out a little better, which is nice. We have a ton of fuel, which we might just feed by hand the first time, but I'm thinking that up here is a more or less straight section of coastline that if we can get Logibot vision on. Actually, maybe I need to go and do this myself. Yeah, okay, fine, let's go over there. I don't think we need these Logibots in the water, maybe. But I was having a couple of different ideas about how we're going to do this. Yeah, because I was saying 4 and then maybe 8 and then maybe more than that of reactors. Let's put reactors on the hotbar so that we can yeah, easily do things with them. We want the heat pipe, we want the heat exchangers, we want the steam turbines. Actually, we would, yeah, rather do all of this not in Logibot range so we can have them build it once we figured out what we're doing. But yeah, if we did... Are these nuclear reactors? These are nuclear reactors. I just, yeah, was confused by the... Ah, the heat pipe is getting... special highlighting. That's fine. Okay, yeah. If we did a 2x2 bar like this, that would be pretty normal. I don't think we're going to do that at all. I think I started by thinking that I was going to do a 3x1 and then do 2 of these and then also put reactors in space for a total of 8. I think now we're going to do 4x1s just because it's easier to get all the fuel through, and then on the water side of this thing, yeah, so if we have... These things are 40 megawatts each. This thing will count as 3 because it's got 2 neighbors. This one will count as 2 because it's got 1 neighbor. So this block of things counts as 10 reactors. And if we had done a 2x2, this would count as 12 reactors. So we're losing a little bit of efficiency, whatever. We'll make up for it for simplicity as the rest of this thing gets built. Oh yeah, I put them on the hotbar, didn't I? Because 10 into 40 megawatts is 400 megawatts, which means we want exactly 40 of these heat exchangers, which means if we do a line of 5 like this... Oh, you don't be putting things in the bot range yet. We just need 4 blocks like this, which if we can have... Yeah, 1 in the middle because they can share steam pipes. 3, 4 like so. Is that more or less... That's more or less in the middle of where these reactors are, isn't it? And then I think we actually want to move this a bit. I think we want to move this so that... Yeah, move this. Let's put it down. How much space do we have down here to work with? Quite a lot. We're still going to set things up so that we can drop some roboports and put all of the stuff in coverage at once. But if we have this much of this thing landfilled, I think that's a good amount of landfill. We can then also have the heat pipes through the middle of this thing like so. And one of the patterns I like about this is... where are my offshore pumps? Here are my offshore pumps. Yeah, we can just not even worry about how much water comes out of these things. Everyone just gets their own offshore pump. It's fine. We can also then put pipes on this side. And the reason I like 4 in a row like this is we can jump the steam underground and then also have a really nice belt supply just through here of getting the fuel in and out. So I like that quite a lot. And then we've also got space up here. Okay, maybe if we... Yeah, let's do those ones differently because we might need all of that space. So this is 40 of our heat exchangers into 4 reactors, which we like. We've got to get this pipe through the middle of here as well. And then because fluid's 2.0, we can just straight up have all of this be one fluid network, which I like, and keeps making things simple, which is good. I think we're immediately going to go into a second one of these reactors. Yeah, let's do turbines next. We want a total of... yeah, we want to... Oh, we've just built one of these roboports. All of this stuff is going to get built now. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, we want a total of... 60, I believe, is the number I want. Do we want to... Because we could also... Actually, can we have... If we got these guys out of the way, if we did turbines like this with a pipe in between, then would a medium pole be able to span this gap? Actually, yes, very easily. Would a turbine be able to span this gap? No, which means I think we're still going to do this, and then we're just going to... Yeah, so this... A block of 6 turbines like this is going to be our basic output pattern, which is going to be fine. Are we going to have... Yeah, we need to figure out roboports as well. Oh, we've got logistics boxes now. So we need a total of 60 of these, which means we need 10 stamps of this thing. So let's go... yeah, we're going to need to do some other weird pattern, aren't we? Do we actually need 60? We could probably do more than 60. 54. We do actually want more than that. We can go here for a total of 63. I think that's pretty good. Where do these guys all line up? Okay, so these poles through the middle aren't actually connecting with themselves or each other, but it's fine. We also then want... Oh, wait. I wanted... How are we going to do that? I think... Yeah, there was a particular thing I was going to try to do, which is going to need me to go... Because I wanted to SR latch all of these guys so that we're not spending fuel unless we actually need to, and so that we're all running all of the neighborhood bonuses at the same time. But I don't think we have to move all of this back. I think the thing we do want to do is this belt's going to continue. I should figure out the SR latch thing before we copy paste it, shouldn't I? I think we're going to need to go... Where is the middle of this thing? If we go here... This should get me the space that I need to do the thing. And the space we need to do the thing is... we're going to have... something like this, and we're going to worry about the power later. These guys want to be filtering for fuel cells, when I can find fuel cells. Yeah, everything's a different place, but also a stack size of 1. So that's going to be these two guys, and then we're going to have belts in here, and we also need combinators, because... And I think we want to combinator all of... We want to combinator all of these things at the same time, don't we? Yes, because we want to be adding fuel at the same time, to be able to make sure all the neighborhood bonuses activate. Okay, let's get some more power in here for these guys. That's kind of gross. Let's do that slightly differently. Can we do that differently? No, these guys need to be adjacent. Okay, fine. If we are doing a second bank of this stuff, okay, we're going to have to get all of this out of the way, and then we are going to be adding combinator separately. We could... Yeah, let's do that. That looks pretty good. Let's just reuse some of this fluid system like this, and then all of this is just going to continue further, he said. Continuing it further. Did this take us to 120? 119. I don't even think I'm unhappy about that. Everyone got power. We could have another bank over the other side, but I don't think I care. And we're going to need it sooner. Are we going to need it sooner rather than later? We are going to need it later, so I think we just take all of this thing and also first landfill out. I don't know how far we need to go, but we are just going to smash. Oh, that happened to be exactly the right distance. Smash in a third reactor as well. That's why we built. I mean, that's not why we built this many. This is going to keep us going for a while, but this is going to be a lot of the extension we want in a way that is pretty aggressive, and I am happy with it. Yeah, this guys can get in here. How many turbines is that? 200. That is a little more than 60 per block, but I'm fine with that. Wall I don't care about. Okay, we are getting on this on the grid somewhere. I would like to get this on the grid in multiple places. If we get this over here, and then we also link this up on this side as well, and somehow we did not get... Oh, we didn't get the power connection through here. That's fine. Actually, just grab all of these guys as well, because that'll help line everything up. And then roboports we can get in here that we don't necessarily need, but we are absolutely going to have. And the other pleasant thing about this is it doesn't matter which of these turbines get built, as long as we get enough of these turbines built, which we have, although it does matter which exchanges and heat pipe get built. We need full blocks of 5 exchanges, but that will probably happen because when this roboport goes down, we're going to build a block of them at the top. When this roboport goes down, we're going to build a block of them at the bottom. It's not until these middle roboports get built that we'll try to build these ones. So it's probably going to work. I don't know if I have enough offshore pumps. Let's go and sort that out. That's definitely more offshore pumps than they need. But we are being nice about a thing. Okay, we have faffed around for long enough that we've still not actually got all the offshore pumps we wanted. And we've also in the situation that we've built all the roboports but haven't built all of the haven't built all the heat exchangers out, so we're not necessarily going to be getting water into these for a little while, which is going to be a shame. Our bots are not complaining about offshore pumps. Okay, cool. I think we still take this time to, let's get one of these guys warmed up a little bit, and then figure out what we're going to do with the rest of these guys. Yeah, because we want one combinator per reactor core. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of requester chests building. We've actually faffed around for so long that we've run out of module requests and also run out of solar panel requests. We could build all of those, we're not going to. Yeah, we want to grab, I think maybe just one on the end and link it to each of these input. Actually, maybe not this one. Maybe we put we're only going to need one combinator here, I believe. And we can put it here, sure. And then we're going to want to link to the input of this combinator. Yeah? Wait, we are going to need... No, we are going to need a different combinator for each of these inserters. That's mildly annoying. Okay, fine, whatever. Fortunately, we have a whole pile of these combinators. Because the plan is... We don't have the space here. Okay, I guess we're just bodging them in like this. Yeah, because the plan here is going to be all of these inputs to these combinators from the same wire are all going to look at the temperature of this reactor. Read temperature as T, and that's fine, and we are all running. And the idea is here that these inserters on the outside will grab one fuel cell, put it on this belt. If the temperature is... Yeah, conditions on the green wire for T greater than, say, 600? Let's go 550. These exchanges all run down to 500. So I think, yeah, these inserters that are... not filtering here. These inserters that are putting the fuel in the reactors will run if we are less than 520, but most of the time this... Okay, some of the time this belt will be empty. Let's move that signal around. So if there is fuel on this belt, these inserters will put it in the reactor when the temperature is less than 520. However, what we want to do with these combinators is we want to grab with a different color, because it all needs to be different networks, and then connect to this inserter like so. We want on the... Yeah, and specifically on the red signal, we want nuclear fuel cells to be 0. Where are these guys? Yeah, uranium fuel cells equals 0. Output green signal. Output green signal to be 1. And then these inserters only run if green signal is equal to 1. That's a lot of walls at the same time. Oh, it's landmines. That makes sense. Okay, so if there's no fuel here, this inserter will put 1 fuel onto this belt, but this inserter won't take it, because if this inserter is running, the temperature is above 550, and this one doesn't kick in until the temperature is below 520. But also, we're not looking at this reactor. We're going to have all of these guys just look at this one reactor, so that all of these input inserters are... Did we move this signal around? I think we did. So that all of these signals, all of the inserters putting the fuel in the reactors are synchronized and will get all the neighborhood bonuses. So let's also just propagate these controls to... Actually, we could just do it here, couldn't we? Output onto this inserter, copy the inserter, copy this guy, grab all of these, and it should also just fit in here. So now we are... Yeah, we are currently green to be putting... Why? I thought we were up at signal 1? Oh, wait. No, it should be... yeah, these should be different. There should be no green signal on the input. Yeah, so why are you disabled by controller behavior? Oh, because we wanted this to be equal to 1. That makes a lot more sense. So all of these guys are waiting for source items. These ones putting in the reactor are disabled by controller behavior. None of these guys are running, which means we're about to get water through here. We are yeah, we maybe shouldn't have built, 3 of these things at once. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go... Getting this online is going to be a mild annoyance, because it might not work super well the very first time we're trying to spin this up. Actually, turn my bots on, have this here, and then also one of these inserters needs to hook to this guy, which wants to have the temperature setting done. Yep, okay, great. Why aren't... Oh, because I turned them off. Yeah, my bots want to build all of these guys, hook these guys in here like so. You are reading the temperature, and then all of these guys should say disabled by controller behavior, because the temperature is not bigger than 550. Yeah, so we're going to have to be careful onlining these things, but also I'm kind of not super worried about it, because we still have all of... Yeah, let's actually fuel these once and check these are doing the right thing. These guys... yeah, we are no longer trying to put fuel in, and then also this is also wasting for source items. Let's check... Yeah, okay, so I think we now need to check... that's on the wrong side, but it should still work. This guy is now still waiting for source items. Oh, we put it on the red network? Oh, we need to set this on read belt contents. And now this is still... hold. read belt contents hold is what we needed. And now you should be disabled by controller behavior. Okay, good. So we've eventually figured out the thing we need to be doing. Yeah, we're still not quite generating nuclear power here because none of these guys are... Oh no, that's not true. There's steam. Then why are you not on the... Should you not be on the grid? Did we get all of these done correctly? Maybe. Okay. And I think on one side of these, we're just going to request in a whole bunch of fuel because we can. Yeah, Reese, hold. Okay, so why are you guys... Oh, I know why that is. Because it's daytime, and we've got all the solar doing a thing. So we are not fully online because there's only a couple of columns where we've got all our exchanges, but I think we otherwise doing everything we need to, and I think we can just go in here. Yes, request 200 of these guys. 200 fuel cells seems like it's going to be pretty good, and then just get them on the belt, and then all of these guys. No, this one. They are above temperature now, so all of these should be buffering one item on the belt in a way that we like. We should find that we have deliveries because we set that up, which is nice. We should find down this side we've got filtering for all of the used fuel cells coming off and arriving over here, which is also fine. That's a lot of fuel cell storage. Get this guy out of my way. Yeah, we just need the rest of these exchanges to be built, and then each of these guys should manage their own temperature, and once they are above 520 and fueled, yeah, hitting 550 should be pretty easy, and at that point all of these guys will... I mean, I think there are some failure modes where okay, we have not actually made nuclear power since we last reset our achievements, but that's nice. Yeah, there are some failure modes where we don't get... Yeah, depending on exactly how we're using it, depending on when the bots arrive with this stuff, but it shouldn't be too far away. It should just be down here. Pick up 200. It's because the bots are a long way away because we've only been doing space stuff with them. Never mind, it's probably fine. It depends on how quickly this runs down, but also these guys shouldn't be putting fuel in. Yeah, so there are some ways this can go wrong. I'm not super concerned. We're getting the rest of it built. We're making nuclear power. I don't also mind coming back to this and hand-holding this a bit to get it online the first time, but once it's online, especially once we've got enough of these fuel cells in this box in particular, we should be fine to leave that for a while. So let's think about space platforms. Actually, before thinking about platforms, what we can really do is start to not supply some of these fuel lines to the dirty, nasty grid that we want to get rid of. These guys will eventually burn through all of their fuel and then complain about not having fuel, and I won't even mind because they're currently sharing the load with the nuclear stuff anyway. Let's find another big power plant, maybe this one, and do the same. I am pretty interested to see what happens to this cloud now that we've got fully clean power grid. We're still trying to build some stuff. We're building some more solar panels. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, we are still pulling a lot of material out of the ground, but being able to do 0.5 gigawatt of power from, and moving from fossil fuels to nuclear, probably pretty good. I also want to get these walls in, but I think we definitely have to build something with space platforms first. But also, before doing anything with space platforms, remembering there was a pile of other stuff we could upgrade now that we've got the power grid for it. Like, here's the purple science, yellow science. We could just have that run again. We had the military science, which is, it's still struggling for walls, but we did also want to be able to give military science better modules, because getting more productivity bonus out would be nice. And then I think we probably also want to see if we can slide some beacons through here as well, because we're slowing these guys down quite a bit. So let's find Doesn't the blue science... yeah, here's a beacon with just regular modules. We didn't want the upgraded modules in that yet. And then, yeah, make the military science a little bit faster. We did have... Yeah, we had walls over here that we were just going to move over with construction bots, which is pretty gross. But we did also have walls near trains that we were also going to set up, that we were somewhat prepared for, so let's do that. And then let's also, you've got all the quality module upgrades you want, okay, good. Other things we are realizing is also all of the blue science, and I think we have, you did not get, okay, not that, cue this thing. I'm pretty sure we have a pile of quality module ones just sitting around. Yeah, bots aren't even complaining about needing to wait for those. Okay, so then we can, yeah, and we're going to have input problems with this as well. In fact, I think we need to start with, actually not these ones, I just wanted a regular quality. In all of these guys, I think that's going to be necessary because we're boosting these other assemblers. Okay, so blue science gets a boost. Oh, I think we're also going to need, yeah, okay. Other things we're probably also going to need include getting more red chips through here. Those are all underground upgrades, and then this is already fast transport belt just coming off the other train, so that's cool. So these guys are running. We're not getting the wall out that we necessarily need. We did have, yeah, where's that other wall train station? Over here, we're putting all this wall on a train, except we're not, because it's not actually a train station yet. Wagner, you are going to be the train station of wall. Good, okay, and then we also, oh wait, two train limit. Thank you, good. And then down here, we have already set up some of these guys to be, I mean, we don't have a station to receive this by the military science yet, but if you guys could just go and pack, that would be cool. Other places we definitely wanted assembler upgrades are in here. If we can get more of these assembler 3s over all of this stuff, I reckon over all of this stuff, and then if we still have prod mod 1s sitting around, can we just cheekily just grab all of these and, oh, we need to do the assembler upgrades separately, wouldn't we? Okay, in that case, that's the thing I'm going to come back for, because this is going to be what this all looks like now that we've got the low density structure running again. Did we also shut this train station off? So let's have this, let's open up both of these train stations. And were you paused? You were? Okay, so we're going to open up both of those train stations now that we are probably running yellow science again. I think this means we are going to want, back over here, yeah, we should have kept one of those red science configured trains. I think we got it. Did we get it? We did get it, okay. But we also want to start building some more trains to also put the red chips on, because now the power grid is underway, we can be doing all that things. Yeah, you also go there as well. That's going to be fine. Okay, did we... Oh, and then also how are we doing with the prod mod upgrades? We can have more lab upgrades in here, because we've got all of these. And yeah, so we do want to be doing platform stuff. We might not be quite up to doing platform stuff yet, because there's just all of this other stuff to do. Oh wait, the other thing that was, yeah, and this is also going to bounce a bunch of uncommon ones out, which we might have also put in various places, which is fine. Yeah, when we get around to making those 2s, it's going to be fine. Yeah, we need a way of getting the yellow science, which is now running. Oh, actually, we need multiple things. We need to get the drone frames in here as well. Can we just unpack all of these? Could we just have... What happens if we go out this way? We wanted to end up down here, so could we just wander through like this. That's kind of weird, but whatever. It's going to get... We're not putting... Yeah, the yellow science is going on the other side of the belt, so we're not even concerned about that. That's just going to get in the build if we just... Yeah, so with knowing those undergrounds work, we can run that belt in there. How are we getting... Because we can't easily... Yeah, we can't go... Putting the sulfur underground is going to be annoying. Maybe we just reverse all of these, reverse this, run this belt towards... Okay. You're unpacking gears. You are... Let's leave this box. Is that true? How many... Oh, yeah, we still do need... Yeah. Okay, so... Get rid of this inserter. Get rid of this inserter. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Unpack all of these onto this underground. These are also unpacking onto this underground. This guy is going to take anything off this belt, and now all of these guys get to run again, and then we are unpacking the frames onto this side of the belt, which actually looks like it's going to be the same side over here. Okay, great. The only other thing we need to do is... that's not a lot of military science. That is, in fact, not a lot of military science. Oh, but we don't have yellow science in the labs now. What would we like? Would we like... okay, we'd actually really like the worker robot speed, but I think we're going to have to go for inserter capacity bonus. We don't have to go for inserter capacity bonus, but it's going to be a good thing to be able to get. Yeah, where am I? Yeah, I am standing right here. Good. Do I have... I kind of have... Okay. Because we're going to need to reorganize this as well. And the little lab switcheroo we've got in here means that a lot of labs will now have access to yellow science, which is nice, because I think I want to remove some of these, because we've got to do an actual buffer pattern. Do I have the... Okay, here's the splitters I want. Yeah, how are we going to do this? Because we've also got to... Wait, what's yellow science? Red science? This would actually be a great time to pivot red science as well, because red science is also on the underside of this purple science belt. If we forgot about... Okay, we need to keep the green science side-loading, but if we forgot about this link here, then these guys are just side-loading correctly, which is strange and cool. Oh wait, could we have... If you ran over there, then this is still side-loading correctly, and then if we could... Okay, we would need to side-load this green differently. Maybe we just... Because I think with the... I think we break the green. Yeah, I think we... Do I have any of this stuff? Oh, my bots are doing helpful things. Oh, well. I think we want to move this over so that we can break the green and put it on the other side of the belt. I want you guys to have all of this stuff. Cool, great. Yeah, if... So the reason for doing this is... Yeah, we actually need that green science to drain before we put it on the other side of the belt, and it's fine. Can we... If we put it here, then this red science is not getting into the underground, but we can also just move it over here, and now that red science is topping up the other build of the red science, and then this copper we can restore... like so. That's doing what it needs to, and then we have blocked the red signs, but never mind. Why did my bots decide to do that now? Never mind. Have we drained all that green science off? We have not yet drained all the green science off, I guess, because we haven't got the red science in. But yeah, if we can go like so, then we could also have... are we complaining about... We're not actually complaining about having a simpler threes. That's not expected. Yeah, because the other thing... Okay, I've been distracted again. We were going to ask for 50 speed modules, which is fine, and then also another 20 assembler threes. And do we have... I'm seeing in this box some quality module upgrade. So do we have... These are the modules in here as well, because if we can get these guys to quality, that would be nice. And then this box, I guess we make base, but I think we're just going to try and blast everything out of that box. It's going to be fine. Yeah, let's get the yellow science running again, because we would like all of these guys in here. So we are, yeah, and then this is also going to, if we move the yellow science in like so, we can have an underground here, which is going to do what it needs to. We can have more boxes here. We can have power poles here for this balancing. And then we're actually on the correct side of the belt. Do I have red undergrounds? I don't know if I have red undergrounds. I would like to send the blue and military science underground so that the yellow can wander through this direction, pick up the green, and as long as we have filtered all of the green off this side of the belt, which we have, then that should just work. In theory, we have built something that works. This is, I mean, the fact that this is, okay, yeah, I know what that is. That's the not having many logistic bots and them all being so far away because we were building other stuff. Also, can we have better quality modules here? Can we have better quality modules in here? Can we have quality module 2s in all places? Yeah, and then also because we're upgrading these guys with speed modules, I reckon we just pull the quality out. Here's another mining drill assembler that doesn't get to make mining drills anymore because I was going to upgrade this guy's quality modules, but then, okay, you need me to set a recipe, and then I can have your quality modules, and then you can unset again. Okay, here's, yeah, maybe this is all still running. Oh wait, because no, we're just waiting for bots to bring all this stuff in, and we did kind of jam everything up. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, let's check on the blue science. Did all of this get upgraded? We're still waiting for a pile of module 2, so we might not upgrade this yet. And then oh yeah, this whole pipe situation as well. Looks like, I mean, let's presume that we have enough iron to be able to bump this a bit. This is going to be the next thing we worry about. And then also 0.15 versus 0.13. You know what? I think we see if we can give you some of these modules and get a little bit of engine productivity at a point where we are also worried about, yeah, how much iron is coming through these things. Okay, yeah, electric engines are doing a thing, these drone parts are doing a thing, we're unpacking stuff, the yellow science is running again, this belt finally got built so the capacity bonus is moving through. Now that we've got yellow science, I think actually we also want to upgrade these guys in here. And, oh wait, another thing that we never actually got around to doing was this. Yeah, now let's limit the bulk inserters, because we would actually like to be able to request with Logibots the things we need to make these bulk inserters that aren't just the gears and stuff. And we aren't putting red circuits in the network. That is going to be a pretty easy problem that we can solve. Yeah, we still have a lot of these guys. Okay. What else did we want to kind of kick into gear before working on platform stuff? All of that's more happy. Oh yeah, the military science getting more walls off a train might also be a thing, but we are now putting military science in a box, so that's fine. These guys are still running. Yeah, oh, that's the other thing that we're definitely going to do. Yeah. But where is the question? Maybe not this one because it's kind of in the way, but what we're going to do is also thinking about, yeah, let's talk about the platforms first. Let's find a platform that's running so we can watch it do a thing. Oh no, all of these are backed up on having all of the space science. I guess that's good. We did put speed module 2s into the plan. Oh wait, Covarex. Hey, oh wait, no, that's silly. We should at least go to a planet first. Eremos Prime we've done kind of recently. Gleba was my first planet. It's a mod planet marathon, so let's go to a mod planet first. And then we've got, I mean, the bot speed is also going to be big. Covarex is going to be big. How long do these things... Yeah, let's get the military science one out of the queue. 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. All of those I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, one of the things about having gun turrets on a ship is if your ship is one of these sleek, narrow things and you upgrade the size of you upgrade the quality of your guns, you increase their range, which means you can be shooting rocks off the side that are further away than you can collect. However, we are thinking about doing large platforms, and so I think that means we want quality guns, and so I think the way that it means we can get those more easily is if we set these filters to be normal quality. And then we also set, yeah, we want one of these guys to be downgraded to an efficiency module because we can't use speed. Sucks to be these guys. Oh, well, oh wait, we could also change all of these. We could remodule all of these with productivity now. Amazing. Then in that case, that's what we're going to do. We can go productivity, smelting. Okay, that first one was not super helpful, but never mind. Okay, all of those can be productivity upgraded. All of these guys can get productivity upgrades as well. All of these guys to this far can get productivity upgrades. These guys get to be special. Yeah, whatever we're doing here, yeah, you do that, and then on this side, you guys are going to get a filter for better than normal quality. We're going to have another output here. We're just going to dump this stuff into the logistics network, and then with this now just doing efficiency module stuff and not speed stuff, we can have 2 quality modules in here, and this is going to be one of the ways we get upgraded quality gun turrets. Where can we, if we done... Yeah, we want iron here as well, so we can do that there. We can do this filtering for normal quality... Wait, where is it? There? Yes, normal quality outputs. We lost track of the efficiency modules we were going to put in here. That also means, I mean, we might be short of iron, but we could also just now rebeacon these guys as well. And then we want to do the same... Do we want to do the same thing down here? I don't think we want to do that down there. I think we want to get rid of these guys. And then just have a whole nother... Yeah, a whole nother module, yeah, a whole nother beacon here, and then use this beacon with the weird mixed things. Cool, great. Maybe I should have done it on... Yeah, because this is okay. Yep, changing our mind. Cool job. Good stuff. Changing our mind on all of this thing. These guys get to stay. These guys don't get to stay. Except that this rubber port is also here. Okay, fine. We are going to do that after all. All of these guys get to go here. These guys get to be an underground doing a good thing. These guys are filtering just normal quality. Yeah, these ones we have not given quality to, so it's fine. Normal quality, normal quality, normal quality, normal quality. And then better than normal quality, better than normal quality. Let's move these guys around a little. Let's do it like this, so that then we can get a box in here, and a fast inserter here, and I'm not really worried about this stuff jamming up. Like, I don't think we're going to be doing much with this other than the gun turrets for the ships. I don't think there's going to be... yeah, greater than normal quality, put that in a couple of places. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be using this stuff for much more than building a couple of nice gun turrets. But a couple of nice gun turrets going to be nice to have. We're also not in a position to use that yet. Where is... Oh yeah, also maybe we should give the guys that want to be doing the quality stuff... Oh wait, we've made... Okay, this... we need the efficiency only beacon here and here, because we need to not be eroding the quality ratings of these guys, which means that, yeah, you and you, congratulations, have a special speed module, and then also apparently we need extra roboport coverage down here, which I am not opposed to. Okay, so we've got a way of getting quality modules, yeah, some kind of way of getting quality iron and copper out in order to be doing quality things in, and we're not even asked, oh, with those are the beacon upgrades. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're waiting on a couple of solar panels. We have all of those productivity mods we wanted. I think that also means that, yeah, are we just running stuff now? Maybe we do. Yeah, I think we do talk about platforms for a bit. There were a couple of ideas I had of what I wanted to do here, but I think we're going to do this in a space that's not connected. So we want quite large platforms, walls, and we also want guns. But I think we, instead of just doing a kind of a flat nose drive it through space thing, I think we want to do some kind of pattern. And we are going to need a lot of guns because we have more asteroids than usual, to make sure that we could get enough asteroids to do all the space science, and that looked like it worked out pretty well. But it also means we have more asteroids to shoot out of the way, and I am wondering if we can do some kind of thing that does, like, if we do something like this and then we don't actually need to do it like that, could we? We could do it like this and have red belt underneath the side like so, and then also still be, could you do the under... Really? Smart belt doesn't work in space? Maybe it's because the platform doesn't exist and so it's not a valid underground yet, but these two belts definitely should connect when they get built. There's enough space. Anyway, if we do something like this, then, yeah, like the plan is, can we have... I guess we are going to be coming up through here, because, and then I guess that means we're going to have another gun turret here because we can. Can we have... And maybe it's just like that? The question was, could we have a setup that was not quite a flat nose of a ship, that was kind of staggered? And I think... Is this the pattern for the front of the ship we're using? Is this enough grabby grabs? Because when we are doing normal quality grabby grabs, we do run into an issue where we're only working with one arm. So maybe what that means is that this thing here actually wants to be another grabby grab here. Okay, let's reorganize all of this again. I think I like that a little bit more. This does mean we're going to have two grabs next to each other, unless we also go gun turret here, gun turret here. I'm not sure I'm super keen on that. Yeah, so this might be a thing I kick around between episodes a bit more, but I like the idea of being able to have... Yeah, I like that less than the other one. Could we... Yeah, maybe we are just going to go to... Because we can have... We can have grabbers on the side of the ship as well as the front of the ship, but we do need a lot of gun turrets to be shooting all the stuff out the way. And this does give the kind of front of ship that I want. How many... Okay, let's put all of this more or less at the middle of the ship. I think... Yeah, get this out the way. I think this means we're going to have... another 2 here as well, although we could also drop some of these gun turrets behind as well. You know what we could do? We could have ammunition coming in from both sides. So rather... Oh, no, wait, we can't do that. We do have to do a loop around the entire thing because we're also putting ammunition on the other side. Okay, fine. Could we... We could go underground through the middle and just get another gun turret here because we can. And then just go bullets there, bullets here, bullets down like so. And then this whole pattern with a belt switch is also just going to go here. But yeah, all this belt is going to need to go this way. Are we happy with this as the front of our ship? I think we can also just throw in... We could throw in more gun turrets at this level. Like, getting... One of the joys of upgrading gun turrets is that you get more space in front of you to shoot the asteroids from further away. These ones on the outside... Oh yeah, we're definitely going to want to have grabbers on the outside. I guess here? And there's some amount of overlap with the grabs in the middle, which I'm fine with. These gun turrets here can grab bullets from this side, so we can have quite a lot, you know, a large amount of gun turret protecting our ship. There was a bit of wasted space in here, which I'm not super happy about, but whatever, maybe that's going to be the plan. So I think I iterate this spaceship design. At least the front of... I think this front of the ship might be fine. And then, yeah. Now we've got nuclear power. Oh, I should talk about the other thing, shouldn't I? Yeah. So, weird things that are going to happen. I think once we start going somewhere and once we start trying to make large amounts of science, that we're kind of still not necessarily using it yet. I mean, how much have we got? We've got 12,000 science in here. We have just lined up 60,000 science into another 60,000 science. So this looks like a lot, but, you know, marathon volumes, there's also the stuff on the ground, there's the stuff on the other platform. I'm not actually sure that we are making it fast enough, but with nuclear power, we don't have to do efficiency module construction here at all. We can do productivity bonuses here, nuclear power everywhere. I think the rare solar panels, we do put them on platforms because it's gonna be value, but I think all of the uncommon solar panels, and how many of those do we have? I think the uncommon solar panels we want to use as kickstart solar panels on other surfaces, and we've got a lot of these guys. Didn't I had another space over here where I was just dumping uncommon solar panels to have them do a thing for a bit, so I guess we continue with that. Do we have build range on some of these guys? We do not have build range on, so don't worry about that. However, the ones we built should please build, and actually these ones as well. Okay, great. So yeah, this grid is running down now, which is really nice. Yeah, we'll check in with the tile efficiency later. You guys are doing quality upgrades. Oh wait, if we have... How many... not there. Where's the module upgrade? Here's the module upgrade. We need to bring over more prod mods. Oh, actually, we should do that with a request chest. We should have request chests here, even though this is going to be a little nasty and bad, and never mind. We've got... Yeah, we've got quality prod mod 2s. I think all the high quality prod mod 2s are going into orbit because we might be congested on space science. These guys we can upgrade. We've got 23 high quality module 2s, which means beacon's going to get upgraded because we are going to be doing a lot of things with beacons. I think now we've got the nuclear power, it's time to go back into efficiency moduled furnaces. I think it's going to be... Actually, let's grab some of these upgrades so that we can get all of the quality into these guys, because we have, you know, a lot, but if we are looking at, for example, this steel build is hitting eight lines of iron, turning it into steel, we are going to need, I mean, how many furnaces is this? This isn't with beacons and whatnot. 380 furnaces for this one steel build, which is the smaller of the steel builds, which we are not using yet, but we should be able to scale now that we have the nuclear power. Yeah, so I think there's some other upgrades and things we need to do. We could start to send things up, but I think maybe we also reorganize a lot of this blue and green science at the moment. What are we limited by? Are we just limited by... It looks like we're limited by green science. I am fine with that. And we've been doing a thing fine. Yeah, I think I mess around with some of these layouts now. Having thrusters is fine, but we can't go anywhere and we can't even look at the star map until we've kicked through this 60,000 research, which sounds like it's going to be another hour, so maybe that is a bit of time I can spend figuring out how to make all these things work and then figuring out what gun range we've got versus what grab range. Although I guess if we had guns here, we could also just have other grabbers further out back down on the ship and aim for a wider ship. The theme is definitely going to be a big wide ship which collects all the stuff. And yeah, maybe next time, I don't even think next time we're necessarily going to be heading towards a planet. I think there's still going to be a lot of overhaul and setup on Novus to do, but we are definitely making progress.